individual, international businessmen, they would like to make an investment using the reduced, first of all, for the reducing tax, protect the assets. Many companies or many rich peoples and famous people has done it through the company, through the trust, through the foundations. They have given their assets to the trust in this small island. So the law of their home country doesn't apply to them. And that is the way to transfer or inherit the money to your children, to your grandchildren. Because otherwise, generally what it said in the international market, that whatever the money you have made, if it is not well planned and protected, in a third generation will not have any of your money. Manage risk, maintain privacy. These islands are also very secretive. They will not give an information about the people or company who has made an investment. Because if you know, like in India, if I want to find out information about any private limited company in any states, now I can go internet, type the name, and I can find out. Most of these islands do not have that kind of a list. They want to maintain the privacies because many rich and famous people in past has used and still using it regularly for this reason. Obviously, he is holding a majority shares in Facebook. He was going to get a lot of money. And he realized that if I stay in America, I would be required to pay a huge amount of tax. So he renounced the American citizenship. That means he walked to the American visa office, fill up the form, and said that I do not want American citizenship. And then he moved to the Luxembourg, obtained the Luxembourg residency, and obviously taking the advantage of the tax benefit, that he is not paying any tax. Reduce cost. When you are in the small islands and doing the business or through the business, the cost of operations of the business is very low. Enhance the assets. Obviously, if you are not paying the tax and money coming in is without a tax, you are increasing your assets. For a variety of reasons, you can use these offshore companies for making the investment abroad. One is the trading, which is now very nice way to use it. Probably those people who are here in a garment business, garment exports, or if you know anybody, there is a quota. The quota is in the sense that we cannot export the garments to Europe or in America as much as we like. Because those countries has made the rules that the countries like China or India are big countries, and if they keep exporting to our countries, small countries may not have a chance to export. So there is a quota in the garment industry is going on. So what the businessmen do in India or in China, they open up a company in one of these islands, ship the goods there, and from there they export. So the quota doesn't apply to them. That's the legal way to do it. The another good example which I just came across is the Isle of Man. It's a small island, if you know the United Kingdom, between Ireland and UK, small island, Isle of Man. Recently, one businessman, Indian businessman, was involved into the trading of the wine in Europe. And he moved his office or whole manufacturing units and trading office to Isle of Man. He's a British citizen. But still he moved his business to Isle of Man. Why? Zero tax. But Isle of Man is a part of the European Union. So he can transfer his goods, deliver it anywhere in Europe, no customs, no duty, nothing. But the profit what he is making, there's no tax. So these are the practicals, or it's a very vast subject. My knowledge is very limited, but it's a very vast subject, and this is the international way to do the business. I'll give you one example. Everybody knows about the Tata takeover the British company Land Rover. He incorporated a company in Isle of Man. And through the Isle of Man, he took over the British company. Because he knew that if I incorporated a British company, I would be required to pay British tax, which is very high. Probably many of you heard about the bank, Yes Bank. The Yes Bank's owner, Mr. Rana Kapoor, he is NRI and citizen of Cyprus. Why he did it? As a director, he receives his money in Cyprus, not in India. So he doesn't have to pay the tax. And that's legal. Like this, I can give you n number of examples of the big businessmen and celebrities has done it. Your favorite cricketer, Sunil Gavaskar. He is resident of Dubai. He receives all the money of his consultancy fees or his show up in TV shows in Dubai, not in India. These are the practical way of doing it. Is they are not doing anything wrong, but they are doing international tax planning. If you are making an investment in abroad, and if you have a huge amount of money making an investment, then also people go to the island offshore companies or these island companies, incorporated companies, transfer the money to that company and then make an investment. So if you receive any dividend, if you receive any profit, if you receive any royalty, it would be tax-free. Financially, professional service and consultancy, that also you can do it through these island companies. Patent, royalty and copyright, also you can do it through the island companies. Like you have a brilliant idea. Through that brilliant ideas, now the people in the world wants to buy your technology. Before you buy your technology, you want to incorporate a company in one of the small islands. Use this island as a tax haven, so any royalty you receive, it's a tax-free. Also, in the newspapers, and you heard about it, film stars, celebrities, businessmen, having their personal ship, yacht, aircraft owner. They keep it in these island companies. Because if they bring it to India or then particular country, the taxation requirement, licensing requirement could be much higher. Personal and corporate tax planning. The following types of companies generally being incorporated for the two reasons. One is, first of all, as I said, is a zero tax. But the certain countries or certain islands provides the two type of companies. One is in Mauritius, other one is in Hong Kong. And what they do is, or a company that, like a Hong Kong, say if you do any business in Hong Kong, you pay the tax. But if you are living in a Hong Kong, doing business anywhere in the world, you are not taxed. That's why you see all the Chinese company having a head office in Hong Kong. So they are doing their operations in mainland China. They are living in Hong Kong and incorporated a company where they do not have to pay tax. It's an efficient way to do it. And why the offshore company is becoming more and more popular, and it's going to be more and more popular when more and more businessmen from the developing countries, African countries, are making an investment abroad. The investment incorporation might take 2 days' time. So it's very straightforward and simple. Low cost of incorporations. Probably in $100, $200, in many islands you can incorporate a company.